Hello ladies and gentlemen, today with BK. I hope everybody's doing okay. I'm going to put a cold air induction filter system on this. Been done by other people, but I just wanted to see a little different situation. So what I did was I went through cold air inductions. That's nice, made in USA. What I like about this is this little high here, so is it was packaged very well. I mean, look, you got this foam in here to protect it. They've got individually wrapped, so you've got your hardware here to mount this in. There's existing holes down in there underneath the original air intake filter housing, and you can do that. And then it's got new bands and nice instructions, clear instructions. Comes with the decal that you can put on there for talking about not carb compliant. Comes with a nice elbow here, rubberized, very thick. What I like is they went ahead and put the PCV connection on there. There's in the instructions, and I know another person said the same thing, that it showed that you had to pull the one out of the original corrugated style and put it in here, insert it here, but they went ahead and did that, so that's nice too. The whole thing is in here, the whole housing is, so if let's see if we can get it out. There we go. So you can see that it's all in here. It's got all the tubing and everything set up. So I'm gonna get all that out and get it all kind of set up. Like I said, it's on YouTube, but what I'm going to do is, like I do on most of my videos, is I'm going to show you if there's any tricks or tips, things like that we can do. But what I also want to do is, let's go over here and let's crank this. I'm going to do some readings. We're going to record this. So let's get in here. All right, so let's do like this. Let's see if we can, hopefully y'all can see that. Let's record that. So this thing, that's a cold start. Let's see it come back down once it idles down. All right. It kind of gives you a little idea of what it's doing there. I just want to see what the difference is with the air, with the new intake. I mean, you can hear the difference here. Or excuse me, not the difference, but the sound. And here, run this too long. I got the AC going in the shop. And what I'm going to do is, I'm going to cut this thing off, but what I want to do is, after I install this thing, is if we can see if there's a difference. So let's go back and look here. All right, so that's been running for, what, 2 minutes here? So we're going to cut this off. And you can see this thing's working. You can see the airflow back down. Engine load is off. No trickery here. So let's see what it does. I know they say what 14 more horsepower, blah blah, things like that. I know that's with all kinds of variables. I just thought it would sound better. It looks good. I think it looks good underneath there with that 5.3 V8. But follow along. We'll get this thing installed. So I got it out of the package here. We'll say this sticker is talking about the limited warranty, need to register. It would be nice if you use something less of a sticky material. I would appreciate that. I think others would too, just to let you know. I mean, I'll get some Goo Gone, we'll take it off, but it's just the point of that's right where this is going to be seen. And some people don't either understand how to get stuff like that off without messing other things up, but it's made very nice, you know, with the foil. I love that. There's a filter in here, and it looks like they put the screw right there to keep it keep it. Hell, well, no, that's just the head, ain't it? So let's see if we can get it out of there. There we go. I'll put that back on so I remember it's there. But really, really nice. They call it a lifetime filter. So clean it when it's dirty, and looks like it's got large volume intake, so should sound a lot better. All right, so this is what the inside looks like. The filter will go in through here. So that'll look nice. And what's nice is they go ahead and they put these studs in here to hold your computer. So the computer still stays in there where the cold air is coming in and not out into the motor area like some other vehicles are. We won't name one. I mean, it's right on top right there at the driver's side on top, right where the hot section of the motor is. I know it's because there's not much room more than that, and also manufacturers learn over time. So, but it's going to be nice, look a lot nicer in there versus the factory. So, gonna first take the brace off here, and then the rest will be unsnapping, undoing the PCV. Which, if I remember, is pretty easy. Yeah, you just turn. There's a little thing there. Y'all see that? So, mass airflow sensor. You take that off, and that elbow should replace this so that we can keep the mass airflow sensor. So we'll see what the instructions say, because you got to have that, and we'll get back to it. I'll let you know how it goes. Okay, so got the box out. Here's your ECM. There's another control module here. So if you look down here, I've got it pulled out, but the diagram shows two, is to put those in, it shows two kind of square sections there. Mine does not have one on this side because it had the rubber thing in there, which is the grommet to secure the base of everything. So, but if you look right here, I'm going to clean this off a little bit, just a little bit. I'm gonna leave this other rubber grommet down in here. It won't hurt anything. I'll put the other one with the kit, or that I decide put it back together. So you just take this, you slide it here. That's in there. And you take this one. See if I can do it in one hand here. All right, so now you're good. So when we put this system in, or put it down in there, it'll actually screw down in there and be solid and won't be bouncing around. And then these will go onto those studs in there. So I'll get it and I'll show you as I go. So I've got it in. All I can say is don't give up. As you can see, that here and there. I forget what size that is. Those bolts, you know, don't over tighten them because they're just on those little clamps. But it's in there. I mean, it's set up real nice. I mean, see, I mean, that's me pulling on it. So I'm gonna get these in here finagled, and we'll get the cone in here and get it all buttoned up here, and we'll see if that sounds any different and what the air sounds like. I meant to say earlier, it was ambient temperature in here was about 80. So now it's about 85 in here, but I've got the AC on over here. The mini split's going, and it feels probably in the mid 70s right here, which feels good, which is basically what's cooling off the motor. So the motor will be cold when I go to crank it again. But all right, let me get that done. All right, so got the ECMs mounted, and this control module, someone tell me what it is. I don't care that I don't know what it is, but just maybe ignition control module, something. But let me go over a few things. These are 11 millimeters, so if I can, so 11 millimeter, 11 right there, and 11 right there. These are lock nuts, so you want to at least get the, I mean, I tried down here, I didn't want to go too tight and break that thing off, but I went as tight as I could to get to the nylon section so they would stay on. Just a little tip is, you know, if you're, let me see if I can do something here. You know, if you're doing this, it's a lot better. Clearly, if you look, it's hard to get to that nut right there. But if you just take this off, like any other one, just seat it and then bring it back and clip. You'll just press in here as you pull back and it'll open. Because if not, you'll be sitting there trying to get a opening on there or something like that. But they are in there. I mean, this thing is in there. They're in there. They're not going to vibrate. I test fitted the cone, so that looks good in there. So I'm going to button it all up, and then we'll get this finished up. All right, we got it. It's in here. If you can see, I misspoke earlier. You do have to take that nipple out of there, put it in here. It's pretty simple. You just pull it out. So we'll go ahead and put that on. All right, so that's on. We'll go ahead and put the mass there. All right, connect that. That's on. It's good. So you pull out the 2 screws from the original air breather container, and then you have to put this clamp on. I don't like the way this clamp fits real well, but it's on there. It's solid. I mean, it's not going anywhere. It does hit the ECM, and this is the TCM, transmission control module. It's in the instructions there. So being a man, but anyway, so this is, I like the smoothness of this. As you can see, it's the corrugated style. They say, you know, less airflow, more obstructions inside, less airflow is steady. And then, you know, it looks good there. What I do like is the cover has these little speed, you just press and turn, speed opening, and that's nice. Everything came with it. I'm really pleased with it. I'm gonna button everything up, and then we'll show you what it looks like, and we'll fire it up and test it and see what happens. Okay, so it's on there. I'm a little concerned about that. No, that should shut PCV without damaging it. I sure don't want to have to move all that around. Yeah, that's a little concern, but overall, I'm pleased with the way it looks. Now, this gap right here, down where those 2 bolts are, I have them as far back as possible, where that means this could go up as close as it can. So just a little gap there. The hood insulation, when you shut it, it should cover this area anyway, but it's getting it straight from this area here, and that's where the other one was getting. It was more closed off, so it may get a little dirty in here, I would imagine. So, but yeah, I don't, at PVC, it's kind of up there. I just saw that, so I really don't want to have to move that clamp now, now that I've done some things. So maybe it needs to go that way a little bit. But anyway, let me know what you think. You know, what if you like the way this looks? I'm pleased to support USA made products, and I think it looks good. It makes the car look more like it's a sporty car. I mean, things I don't like about this car, I'm going to do a video on. Wish it had, pretty much, a wish list. But I'm going to do a video on the things I like about it as well. But let's go ahead and let's crank it up. Let's look at the numbers. And clearly, before I do that, it'll have to idle itself down. But it'll also have to think about what it's taking. It's taking in more volume air, so it'll have to change everything from the idle to the injector pulse, everything. So just if you see skewed numbers, then that's probably what it is in the beginning. So I'm gonna get the negative back on there. Always make sure you disconnect your negative when you're messing with things like the mass airflow, anything that's going to be maybe touching some electrical stuff. All right, well, let's get to it. Okay, so let's record this. We'll go ahead and crank this thing up and let's see what it sounds like. Now we'll look and compare as it idles back down. Now, I can put my hand on the motor. It is what they say cold. I mean, you can see it shows cold startup. But I can definitely, that sounds different. So let's go out here. And we'll both be hearing this for the first time because I can't hear it right now clearly. Alright, we'll have to listen to that and see what we hear. This all sounds a little more prevalent, I would say. It sounds a little more droney, which I like. So I'm pleased with that. Like this. Let's put this around here. Definitely, it's gonna have to get used to it. So I'm gonna take it down the road and I'm gonna see what this thing is doing. See if it feels a little bit different. I don't want to smoke it up in here for me. So, and tell me what you think. I think that's pretty awesome install. I thought I had some goo gone, so I got to clean this off, but overall it looks good. It does not touch here. What I did was take a blue paper towel, shop towel, lay it over there real lightly and shut the hood. No indention, nothing. It was just still sitting like it was. That's, you know, another good thing is Play-Doh. If you're ever trying to do a hot rod or something and you don't want to see, you know, put Play-Doh on it and then just see if it actually presses it down. But anyway, follow along. Please like, subscribe. I really, like I've said, I enjoy this car. I want to keep it. I know I've turned over a lot of different ones, but I really like this one. It rides good, runs good, handles good. I mean, it's basically new. It's 20 years old, but it's got 38,000 miles on it. So, but by all means, thank you again for watching, and hope you have a good day today with BK out.